Okay, here we go. Fine.
Share your screen. Yeah, yeah, fine.
So guys, I hope everyone is able to see my respective screen for now. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So over here, guys, this is the Google Colab. If you want, I'll be going ahead and I'll be once again helping you to identify the same. Okay. So you just needs to go ahead and search for Google Colab, right? And the first link that is welcome to Google Collaboratory, you have to go ahead and you have to navigate onto the same. Yes, Rajan. Right. So over here, guys, there will be some of my tasks that will be there up. Okay. So if you want to go ahead, if you want to launch a new notebook, just click on file, click on new book, and you will be redirected.
I'm very sorry. Your voice is very low actually.
Okay, just give me a moment. Okay. So what about others, guys? Are you able to hear me right away? Are you facing any of the issues? Everyone? All well, all clear. That's cool, Rajan. What about others? That's cool, Navya. Okay. I hope Kamal now it's clear up.
Guys, if you are not able to see the screen, or if you are not able to listen the voice, or if you are facing any technical issues, please uh, please inform to author in the chat window, or you can unmute yourself and inform to author. Okay, fine. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys.
Okay, that's cool. So over here, guys, now this will be your respective Python platform, everyone. I hope we all are onto the same page. Yes. So over here, guys, now what we'll be doing up, first of all, let me go ahead and give you an overview, right? So this is your IPYNB format. Fine. So everyone try to understand what is this. So all your Python files will be having two format, right? Which is known as extension. So one is .py, okay, and the other one is .ipynb. Fine. So whenever you are using any of the Python notebook, so it is always be .ipynb. Okay. So later on, I'll be helping you to know that what these files means. But as a data science professional, you all will be seeing whenever there is any file with .py, .ipynb. So it's for sure that it's related to Python. Now over here, you can already see that it's an .ipynb, right? So if you want, you can click over here. It is untitled 37. You can rename this file. Okay. So I'll be saying that this is my Python demo 1. Okay. Clear? So you can give any name of your choice. Just make sure that .ipynb will be there. It's a format of the file, right? Now over here, you will be having a file option. You can open any of the notebook, right? Later on we will be using it up. You can go ahead, you can download this file in IPYNB or PY format. All these formats will be there up. You can rename this file, right? You can save this file. So all these are options will be available over here. Fine. Then these will be the certain runtime. As I've already told you that whenever you needs to run any of the respective codes, you need resources. Just refer the example that I have given for the vehicle, car, and the fuel, right? Without fuel, you cannot run your car. Okay. Similarly, without these resources, right? RAM, disk space, processor, you cannot run Python code. These need heavy resources, right? So we are having these resources from cloud itself. Pretty simple. Okay. So over here you have the runtime also. You can click over here, right? And if you want, you can go ahead and you can click on connect. Fine. So if you will be connecting, which means that you are giving fuel to this platform so that you can execute all your Python codes and queries. Fine. So are you all able to rename your file and connect to the resources? Everyone? That's cool. Okay. So now guys over here, this will be known as your input cell that we have already known. Okay. If you want, you can go ahead and you can add n number of code cell of your choice, right? You just needs to click on code and you will be getting good number of codes over here. Very, very easy. Okay. Now these code cells will be acting as the boxes which will be taking your Python codes. Okay. Now guys, let's go ahead and let's start from very basic. Okay. So today we are going ahead. Let me just increase the font size so that all of you can have a great look. Yeah. Now I think it's pretty better. Okay. So over here, if you want to write anything, you can use an hash symbol. So what is this hash symbol? Hash symbol is connect. This respective comment. Okay. So whatever the thing you are writing up, I'm writing hello, I'm new to Python. Fine. So if I click on run button, you can see that there is nothing that will be included up. Fine. Everything considered over here will not be included in the execution part. So let me make it very clear, right? What is this comment used for? Fine. So many times whenever you are working with any of the programming language, guys, it is very, very important that you also needs to write some comment. Why? So that your team can understand, any of the person who will be seeing your code can understand that what are the tasks, or if you want to write any of the additional information, so you can give any of the text. Fine. Let's say, okay, if I don't write this with hash symbol, so what do you think what will happen, everyone? If I directly execute it, if I directly click on run button, so you will be seeing the error. Why? Because now this thing has been taken as Python code. Okay. And this is invalid syntax, right? So whenever you are writing an hash over here, which means that Python will not include anything after this hash symbol. So you can give anything of your choice, any random thing as well. No worries about it. Okay. But yes, if you are not writing hash symbol, everything in this input cell will be considered as a Python code. Okay. So you will be having unnecessary errors, right? So this is quite a small thing that a person needs to understand, right? So why it will be used? For an example, let's say I want to print a new line that hello everyone. Okay. So now it's a proper syntax part. You have round brackets, you have a print command. So Python will take it up and will give you the output. No errors. Are you getting me? But if you don't have any proper Python code, you are simply giving us text like this, then it will give you syntax error that this is the not right syntax. Okay. So if, just consider an example over here, you and me will be communicating in English language. Pretty simple. You also understand English, I also understand English, and then we will be having a communication established up, right? But for an example, if I start speaking in French language, so will you able to understand, guys? No. Why? Because that is not the language, that is not the syntax of communication, right? Similarly, over here, Python will only understand Python code. This platform will always understand Python code. If you write anything without proper spacing, without proper format, without proper syntax, it will give you error. Are you able to understand? Right? So if you want to write anything like normal text or something, just use a hash symbol. It is known as comment. So now Python will not take it as a respective code. It will simply skip it from executing it up. Okay, it's a comment part, right? Not that important, but yes, once we are onto the code, it is very, very important. Fine. Okay. So are you able to understand comment? Can I have your quick responses, guys, everyone? That's cool. Shrikant, Navya, that's cool. Yashwant, Devi, fine. So now guys, let's do one thing. Let's start from very basic. First of all, let me talk about what is Python. Okay. So Python is an scripting language. Fine. Or you can say is an general purpose programming language. So how many of you will be learning first time any programming language? Can I have your responses? Just write F in the chat section. That's cool. So it will be an amazing experience, guys. Don't worry about it. Just try to follow all the things that we are doing up, right? And you will be learning it up. It's very, very amazing thing. And in today's world, it is very important for any of the person to at least know how to communicate with machine. And this programming language is the communication channel, right? So as you and me are communicating in English, so how you communicate with machine? Programming languages are only the ways how you can train your machine, how you can use your machine. Fine. So Python is a general purpose programming language. Okay. It will be used in many formats. Fine. It will be used in web applications or web development. Okay. If you want to develop any of the product and software, then also you can use Python. So product development. Fine. It will be also using in cyber security. And one of the greatest usage is in the field of data analytics and data science. Okay. Now, guys, over here, let's understand one thing, that we also have a good number of other languages, right? So, what are the other languages, guys? Let me also give you the name. So, you have heard somewhere about that Java is there. Fine. C is there. C++ is there. R is there. Ruby is there. Fine. Etc. In the world, there will be a good number of other programming language. Fine. But why the data analytics and data science professionals love Python? Fine. So there will be some features of Python that we are going to understand. Fine. So you all will be experiencing the same in some time. So what are the features of Python? Why it is very popular in the world, right? So if I'll be giving you some of the facts. So guys, big tech giant, even Google have their 95% of the product which are based on top of Python, right? So more than 95% product of Google, right? You have YouTube, you have Instagram, you have their respective server sites part, right? They will be having 95% of the product to be built up in Python. Okay. Even their respective recommendation engines. Okay. Their you can say all the Meta and FANG organizations, right? Facebook, Apple, Microsoft. they will be having a good usage of Python in their app, right? So if it is quite popular, so for sure there will be good some good reasons behind it, right? Yes or no? I hope everyone agrees with me that if it is quite popular, so for sure there will be something behind it, right? Otherwise, they can also go ahead and use a good number of other languages, right? And why data science, the people who have very logical mind, data analytics people, why they only prefer Python? Okay, so guys, over here there will be good number of features, fine. And the first thing that you will be experiencing by your own end, and why I have started from Python. Okay, so the first thing is that it is easy to learn and a readable language. Okay, now what is readable language, guys? Later you will be understanding. Yes, correct, Shikhar. User friendly. For sure, it will be an user friendly interface. As you can see, Google Colab, how easy it is, right? So again, that is also one of the respective feature that you will be having up. Fine. So it is easy to learn. You will be coming up after a couple of more minutes that how you can easily able to see the syntaxes, how you can easily able to build your own logic. Fine. And it's a readable language. So many of the commands of Python looks like commands or having the resemblance of real world. One is the print command. Okay. Similarly, you have delete command, you have insert command, right? So these are the certain commands which have the real resemblance of the words that we are using in day-to-day English. That's why it is very readable language. Fine. Now, guys, the other thing, it is open source. Fine. Now, what is open source? That it's worldwide and free sort of language to be used for all the respective tasks. Fine. So it's open source and entirely free. You don't need to go ahead and you don't need to have any of the licenses to be purchased up. Fine. And the third one, guys, the large libraries support, which is very, very important. And that's why this is the favorite tool for data science analytics people. Fine. So it is having large library support. Now, what are libraries, guys? Fine. So these are the respective, I'll be talking about collection of pre-built functions. Okay. So these libraries are the respective collections of these inbuilt functionalities, right? So if you want to do anything, you don't have to write everything from scratch. Okay, you already have some inbuilt function. If you want to calculate sum, if you want to do some aggregate operations, min functions, max functions, machine learning algorithms, right? Mathematical formulas, you don't need to write anything from scratch. You only take one word into the consideration and you will be having the calculation. Very easy language. Why? Because it already have the large library support has already been given by Shikhar. Fine. So for now, guys, these are the three important features, and later on you will be coming across many of the other tech oriented features. Fine. So are you all getting it up for now, everyone? That what is Python actually called, right? So it's a programming language, right? And these are the respective features. Anyone is having any of these issues, please let me know right away. Very simple thing. Now we are going on to the hands-on part. That's cool. I got a response from Shikhar. What about others? Arif, Akshay, Kumar, Devi. Navya, Ranjan, right? So what is the base idea of having any of the programming language? You can simply say that programming language simply helps to communicate with machine and helps to do the task. Okay. Now tell me one thing, guys. As a human being, for all the hard work and or for all the respective, for sure, Arif, pretty fine. No worries about it, right? So just try to understand because it's first time for many of the people that what is programming language, right? So with this respective analogy, you all will be able to understand. Fine. That what is a programming language? Programming language is a way to communicate with machine and then directing machine to do the task. Now I hope everyone of you agree that machine can do better task from human, at least the labor work. Yes or no? How many of you agree? Yes, for sure, Arif. Why not? Right? So analytics is a very important component of MBA. That's cool. So yes, if I want to write, that's exactly correct. Yes. Fine. So now guys, what is Python? Python will be communicating your instruction, right? What you want to give machine, and then accordingly machine can do the task. Fine. This is a programming language, and Python is one sort of programming language, right? So web development, because in web development also we need some machine work, in product development also, and in data analytics and data science also we need machine resources. Why? Because as a human you cannot do the all task, right? Just if I'll be asking you that, hey guys, what you needs to do, you needs to go ahead and you needs to do this multiplication part. A very small example I'll be explaining you. Very small example, guys. Even your calculator is a respective machine using a programming language in the backend. Okay. Yeah. So how much time you will be required up to do the operations without calculator? Because calculator is also a machine. If I will be simply asking you, hey guys, just help me to calculate this respective thing, what will be the answer of this respective thing or respective expression? So it will be time taking for all of you, yes or no? At least you will be taking 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, right? But you can see that machine have a good resource. Okay. And the moment I execute it up, you will be seeing the result in front of us in fractions of second, right? So that's why programming language is very important in any of the process in around the world. Why? Because you can see that it do fast and error free operations, right? It will be saving time. For sure it will be saving time, and then it also saves resources. Fine. So that is the important thing. Now, guys, this calculation is not the limit of the machine. No. All the machine, your computer, why we say your laptop, your computer is very powerful machine. Not for this calculation, right? Even you can do wonders from your machine by communicating your instruction that, hey, machine, I want this, right? And for that communication, you needs to have a mediator, you needs to have a programming language, and for now that is Python. Okay. And in data analytics, why we are using a Python? Because we needs to calculate some of the calculations. So we are not mathematicians, you and me are not mathematicians, but my machine is a mathematician. So all the calculation part will be done by machine, I'll be only directing it. Are you understanding the connection? What's the connection between a machine and data analytics and a programming language? Why we want it? Because we want fast operation. And if we do fast operation, we can do more analytics, right? Because in real world, guys, you will be dealing with data which is having one more than 1 lakh records, right? So if I say, hey guys, I have the data of uh, for an example 10 million people, okay, and I have their monthly salary, okay. Now I want to calculate what is the average salary. Fine. This is an analytics part. I want to understand that what is the average salary of these 10 million people, right? So how much time you all will be taking to calculate the average salary, guys? First of all, you have to add 10 million records. You have to divide it by 10 million and then you are getting the average salary. Yes or no? So it is very consuming, time consuming task and very hectic. So why should not to use machines if we have powerful processors, if we have powerful machines, right? So I can do this task, highlighted task in couple of seconds from my Python. That's why I want Python. So I hope now everyone is going ahead and everyone is establishing up the connections. Yes or no, guys? That's cool, Akshay, Yashwant, Shrikant, Uday. What about Arif Khan? That's cool, right? Everyone. So this is the important part. Fine. Now, guys, let's go ahead and let's start everything from very scratch. Okay. So whenever we are learning any of the language, so what we all have first learned, we have learned the alphabet. Yes or no? So today we will be learning the alphabets of programming language. Why? Because we are starting everything from very scratch, very beginning. So the first thing that we will be having over here will be variable that we are understanding. Then guys, we will be going ahead with the respective concept of storing information, then accessing information, right? And then we are simply been understanding some of the naming convention in Python, right? So these will be the three things that we'll be understanding today, right? And it will be very fun, guys. Trust me. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's start it up for now. So the first thing that I'll be giving you is a variable. Now, what is variable, right? So variable is the most fundamental and basic unit of programming language, guys. Okay. So if I want to give the instruction to my machine, I will be giving some information, right? So what is variable? Just consider variable are neutral container helping Python to store the information. Okay. So these are acting as an identifier. Fine. So if I want to go ahead, right, let's say if I for now I have all my student with me, fine. So student is generic part, right? If I want to specifically ask anything from any one of you, so I'll be not saying, hey student, just tell me this thing, right? What I'll be doing up, I'll be taking my name, I'll be taking Devi, I'll be saying Akshay, I'll be saying Arif, I'll be saying Navya, I'll be saying Divya, right? So all these names will identify you, your individuality, yes or no, right? You all will be identified by your name. Okay. So what are variable, guys? In Python, variable are the name of the information. Fine. These are the containers in which we are storing up the information, right? Let me show you one thing. If I want to store any of the information, so first of all, I will be assigning a variable. So variable can be anything. It can be any alphabet, right? It can be anything of your name. It can anything of your choice, right? So even I can have the alphabet of my own name, right? So I'll be saying Atharv. Okay. So this is variable. Now what it is identifying? Let's say it is identifying an information as 100. Are you getting me? So what are variable? Variable are neutral container. Fine. In which you can store any information of your choice. So for now, I'll be storing 100, right? Let me run it. Now, guys, just tell me if I execute only a third. So what will be the output I'll be getting on screen? Tell me. If I simply execute a third, what will be the output I'll be getting on screen? Everyone. So if I execute it up, you can see now Athar is identifying information 100. Are you getting this, everyone? That what is a variable? Variable is the respective container in which you can store any of the information. So this time Athar is a container in which 100 will be stored up, right? Similarly, you can have any information of your choice, right? So what will be the respective thing? What will be the type of the information? Let me go ahead and let me discuss further, guys. Why? Because variable without information is useless, right? So what you will be do with blank container, right? Ultimately in a programming language, you will be working with information. So what type of information we have in Python or in any of the programming language? Any guesses, guys? Anyone have any of the guesses that what type of information we basically used in any of the programming language? You can have your responses onto the chat section. Okay. So let me give you the understanding for now. What will be the type of information? Correct, Shikhar. Right. So over here, guys, the first thing that we will be having up, Shikhar, in Python, we don't have character. Okay. So character we have in C and C++. Are you getting me? In Python, we don't have character. Okay. Yeah. So this is one of the interview question that people generally ask to check your basic Python proficiency. Okay. Yeah. So guys, there will be broadly two type of information. Everyone agrees with me. First one is numeric. Yes, I can have numbers for any of the data. I can have numbers, or either I can have the textual information. Only these two types of information exist. Yes or no? Right? So either you will be having numbers or you will be having any of the textual information. Later on, you will be coming on to the bool and all those part, right? So over here, numeric information or numerical values, right? You will be having two type of classification. So first one is known as integer. Everyone, please be focused over here because it is very important, right? So this is known as integer. In short abbreviation, it is known as int. Now, what is this numeric information integer, right? So all the whole numbers are called integer, guys. No matter negative or positive, right? So 45 is a whole number. Whole number means number which don't have any of the decimal, right? -3, 5 minus 87, right? All the numbers which are whole numbers from positive and negative both will be called as integer, right? So all will be agree with me that these are the whole numbers, positive and negative, which will be considered as integer. Fine. After that, what you will be having up, guys, the next category of a numeric information is float. You can say it's floating point number, or in short abbreviation it is known as float. So what are these numbers? These are the numbers which have decimal or fractions associated with them. Okay, for an example, you have 34, 4.67, 4.2, right? Any of the number which have this decimal associated with it, right? Or 1.5667, right? So any number which have a decimal associated with it is known as your respective floating point number or float. Are you getting me, everyone, that numeric information will be divided in two parts? One is integer known as int, which is having all the positive and negative whole numbers, right? Floating point or float is simply been the decimal or fraction numeric information like 34.67 or any number having a decimal associated with it. Pretty simple, right? All clear with me, everyone? Pretty simple, right? Now, after that, what you will be having up, you have your textual information, right? Now, over here, it is very interesting. So, all the respective collections of characters, right, as we have, will be called as string. So, string will be the respective format that we have for our textual information, right? So how it will be defined up, everyone just have a look. That string will be defined in single quotes. You can have any text of your choice. Hello, right? Or you can use double quotes. You can have any text of your choice. So this is the format how you are defining up any of the textual information, right? It can be name, email, address, any sort of thing that you want to give will be on string. So even a single character will be a string. Okay, I hope it's clear, Shikhar, right? So you will be able to check the data type also. Fine. So this is the you can say majorly dealt information over here. Numeric will be integer float and textual will only be string, right? That's cool. So now, guys, over here, let's define a variable. So I'll be naming this variable as v. So v is a variable which is having the respective number as 56 to be assigned with it. So if I execute it up, now you can have a look that v is holding up 56, right? Everyone. So if you want to check, see how smart Python is, you can use your first inbuilt function, guys, everyone. So there is a inbuilt function type. In type, if you give the variable, the identifier, right? So this time I'm not giving 56. I am giving the variable. Okay. So variable v is holding up the information 56. So v is a container. Inside this container, you have an integer information stored in it, right? So if you check the type of v, so what do you think? What will be the output I'll be expecting up, everyone? What will be the output I'll be expecting up for now? If I execute type of v, just tell me what you all are getting up. Okay, Shikhar is getting integer, int. What about others, guys? Just execute it quickly, everyone. Arif, Akshay, Devi, everyone, just go ahead and have it up. Divya is also getting int. Akshay is getting integer. That's cool. Okay. So over here, guys, if I execute it up, if you have a look, it is integer, right? Now it is very interesting thing. If I simply go ahead and change the information as 78.9, okay? And if I again execute it up, if I have a look on V, and now again I execute my type function. So what you all will be getting up? So over here, guys, if I have a look, it is float. Why? Because earlier it was a whole number, but now it's a number which is having decimal associated with it. Yes. So this is the respective, you can say, the smartness of Python, that Python understand what information will be stored to it. Okay. So if I'll be giving a text, a textual information, right? I'll be giving hello, but hello will be in string format, right? You can see these quotes, right? And now guys, if I have a look on V, so V is having hello over here, right? If I check the type of V for now, what will be the type of V for now, everyone? Can I have your responses? What will be the type of V, data type of V? Okay, string, str, that's cool, guys. Akshay is also saying str. Okay, so over here, guys, if I'll simply quickly go ahead and have a look, so it is str. Fine. Now tell me if I don't use these quotes and if I directly give the text. So what you will think, what will be the output that I'll be expecting of for now? Will it be a valid operation? Will it be a valid operation? No. So if you execute it up, guys, you all will be having the name error. Why? Because this time hello is not string, right? It is simply being considered as any of the unidentified information, right? So make sure whenever you are giving any of the textual information, either it will be in single quotes or it will be in double quotes, right? It will for sure be interpreted and you don't have any of the error, right? Okay. Are you all clear with the information, guys, and how you are defining it into a variable? Everyone? That's cool. Akshay, okay, Yashwant, Divya. So it is pretty simple, guys. Fine. So I hope now you all will be comfortable around this Python environment, right? How the things will be working up and how you will be going and how you will be having all those stuffs to be there, right? So guys, let me give you one thing more very interesting. Okay. So now you can easily able to get it up. So if I want to execute this cell, right? So let's say I'll be giving an multiplication operation 45 multiply 90. So how I can run it up? I can either click on this play button, right? If you don't want to click on this play button, So the shortcut that you can use is shift plus enter. Okay. So if you use this key, it is a shortcut command to run a cell. Okay. So now there is no need to again click on this. If you are on this cell, select it and simply press shift plus enter, and you will be having an output. Okay. So this is a shortcut command. You can try it up later on. Fine. So this is about all the information or the you can say variable you can have. Now later on you can use these variable to hold your information. For an example, I'll be creating two variable A. A is having this numeric information and B will be having this information. Okay. So now if I want to go ahead and if I want to do anything with these values, so I don't need to call them again and again. What I can do, I can simply call them by their name, A plus B, right? So what A plus B will give me, A plus B will give me the addition of these two values, right? So this is the beauty of variables, right? So with a short thing, you can easily able to store any of the information. Okay. Are you all getting the concept of variable, guys? A very basic and fundamental unit of Python. That's cool, Shikhar. Yashwant. Fine. So now, guys, over here, let's do one thing. Let's quickly go ahead and have a look on some of the arithmetic operation. Okay. So what are the operations we can use in Python? So there will be some of the operator. So the first operator that we have will be the arithmetic operator, right? It is very important for all of you to understand these things. Fine. So as you know that this summation, this is very simple thing, very common thing, right? That you can use this addition operator, right? Like this, you can use multiple operator like subtraction. Okay. So what you will be having up, you will be having A minus B, right? So if I don't have variable, if I don't have their name, so again and again, guys, I have to call these values, yes or no? But once I've stored them in these variables, whenever I want to do any of the calculation, I'll be calling their respective names A and B. So it will be giving me the subtraction of this, right? So A minus B, so B is greater, right? It's 8,976. So that's why I have minus 3,302. Okay. So likewise, you can also have the product we have already seen. For product, what you need to do, you need to use an asterisk symbol, guys, star symbol. A multiplied by B. Just remember it up. Okay. So over here, guys, this is for the product. Now, many time you all will be having this sort of thing that, okay, we will be having these arithmetic operation. These are very simple, right? Addition, subtraction. Now, guys, if you want to divide, again, it is very important. Fine. So there is a normal division. Let's say I'll be having two variable. X is 9 and Y is 2. Fine. If I need to divide X by Y, so I'll be using this forward slash. This is the symbol of division. If you want to do any of the divide in programming language, okay. So you will be having 4.5. right? So this is a normal division, guys. You can have a look, it's normal division. Okay. Now, apart from this, you also have a floor division, right? So what has happened that you don't want this element after decimal. You only want the value before decimal in the division process. So what you can do? You can do the floor division. Okay, have a look over here, guys. So in floor division, what you will be doing up? You will be using double forward slash. Have a look onto these symbols. Very, very important. Very, very important. Okay. If you have a look over here, guys, you can see that now you are not able to getting this any value after decimal, right? You only get the integer value. Are you getting this part? Division and floor division. So it's only for mathematical part, right? Many times we don't want to use any decimal value. We only want integer value, right? So in that case, we use floor division. So this time you don't need to worry about these let how we are doing it into the analytics part, right? But you need to understand that how these arithmetic operations are coming into the picture. Why? Because arithmetic operations and the logical operators are very, very important, guys. Okay, are you getting this, everyone? Can I have your responses? That's cool. Yashwant, Shrikant, Devi, Uday. So we are not going on to any of the complexity for now. It's very simple. You can have a look, guys. Very, very easy, and I hope each one of you can easily able to practice these things that we have done today on Python environment. Assigning a value to a variable, then using those respective variable over here, right? Very, very important part. Okay, all well for now, guys. Can I have your responses, quick responses? That's cool. So if anyone is having any thing to discuss, if anyone is having any of the doubt, I'll be giving you 5 minutes window. You can unmute yourself and you can ask it up. You can clear any of the doubt. And if you find anything complex, please let me know. Why? Because this is very, very basic thing, right? The operators part, we also have other operators, logical operators, bitwise operators that we'll be seeing up for now. But for sure, it is very important to know that how you are assigning up, defining up the information, how you are going and how you are using it up. Okay. So yes, guys, just quickly have the responses onto the chat section. If you want, you can unmute yourself. Let me know if on any number, you can tell me the line number like this. Okay. 7, 8 in 19, 17, 21, where you are having any of the issue.
Yeah, hi Atharva, this is Kamal. Kamal, Atharva, just one small announcement to all students.
Yeah.
So the same class will be again, we are going to start from Monday. Okay. So Monday, same timings, 10 p.m. to 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. Okay. And we have created e-learning portal for all students. Okay. We have accepted also. The students who newly joined, they'll be getting their e-learning portal tomorrow. Okay. And all sessions will be recorded and it is uploaded to e-learning portal. Okay, so you can have even materials also will be uploaded if any given by Akhtar. Okay, this is the information what we want to pass it to you. So yeah, please proceed. Thank you, Akhtar.
Okay. So guys, see, now you don't need to worry about it. I'll be sharing this file onto the chat section. So the same thing that I have done, you can refer it up. Okay. So what you need to do, I'll be downloading this file into IPYNB format. Okay. You can see that it has been downloaded. Now onto the chat section, right? Just have a look onto the chat section, everyone. I'll be sending up this file. Okay. So from my computer, yes. Okay. See, are you getting the IPYNB file? Everyone, see the chat section, right? So all the things that I have written over here, all the codes along with the output, you will be having it up, right? So I'll be also showing it up. If anyone wants to know that how we can open this file, because directly this file cannot be opened up. So who will be sharing his screen, so that I will be able to guide everyone that you needs to do this step after downloading the file? Shikhar, can you do the same? So I want a person who will be sharing his screen, so that I will be letting everyone to know. Okay, Akshay. Akshay is saying. Just a moment, Akshay. Let me give you the. Yeah, can you share your screen for now? That's cool. Okay, fine. So Akshay, just do one thing. Just download the file onto from the chat section, and just go on to your respective folders where you get the file. Right? I think in downloads you will be getting this file.
Is my screen visible?
Yeah. So guys, over here, see, this is the file you have. If you click on it, it will not open, right? So what you need to do, Akshay, just go on to your Google Colab. Just go on to your Google Colab. Yes, right? Yeah. Go on to your Google Colab. Yes. So over here, guys, click on file. Click on file. Yes. Click on upload notebook. You all needs to update. Yeah. Click on browse and see. Click on this IP1B file. Click on open. Click on OK once. Just I think you have occupied your Google Drive. Akshay, just delete some file from your Google Drive, please. Okay, because your drive is full.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So guys, you will be having the same thing. Just click on browse and your file will be opened up, right? Right, the same way. Okay. So you can try it up, and you can open the same file that I have shared up you with you, right? So once again, I'll be sharing the same onto the chat section. And here we go. Okay. So you can download the same from the chat section, guys. I hope everyone is clear with all the things. Hi, Shikhar. Yeah, please. You can ask it up.
Sir, I was asking, I have also noted the things the way which you have done. So can I access this thing later on?
Yes, for sure, Shikhar. Right?
Sir,
Even I'll
can you
be.
tell me how?
Yes.
Sir, can you tell me how?
Yeah. So Shikhar, see over here. You will be having the recorded sessions, as well as I'll be giving you the this Google Colab link, right? For now it was on my work platform, so I cannot share the link directly with you, right? Later on I'll be sharing the link to you, right? And you can directly access, and you can see, you can even collaborate same onto the Google Colab. That is the beauty of Google Colab. Okay.
No, sir. I was saying I have made my notes on myself on the Google Clap the same way which you have did. So can I access my things later on? Or do I need
Yes.
to download this thing?
Please share your screen. I'll be helping you that how you can access the same thing on Google Colab, right? Because all
Okay.
the things will be stored in your drive. So from any system you can share access it up. Make sure you have the same Google account. Open it up. Just
Yes.
close these close these Google Colab, so that
Okay.
you will be able to know how
Completely.
you can access it later on.
So this way.
Just close these Google Colab.
So which one? This thing?
Just these tabs, yeah, so that you don't have anything on your screen, right? Your notes
Yes.
gone.
Yes,
Now
sir.
you have to access it again.
Yes, sir.
Just write Google Colab. Okay. Yeah.
So this link.
Yeah. Just click over here. Uh, just you can go ahead and click on Open Colab. Okay. See, onto these recent part, it is on your drive. Okay. So all your
Yes.
files will be available in recents.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now you can click on Python demo one. Yeah, and you can have all the things to be there up. Okay, very simple.
Yes,
That's
sir.
why we use this respective tool in the industry. It is very handy.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's cool. Okay, so guys, thanks. That's all from my side for the today. See you in the next session, and we will be going and we will be learning new things, right? And we will be step by step pacing up the speed. Okay. Yeah. Bye bye. Take care, everyone.
Thank you, guys. Meet you on Monday, same time, 10 p.m.
Yeah. For
Please go to your e-learning portal for recordings. Happy weekend.